Hi Cosorians, I'm Chef Margaret and today I'll be making crab cakes in the air fryer with a lemon aioli. They're crispy and golden on the outside and full of delicious rich crab meat on the inside, and they're so flavorful. Hit the subscribe button to become part of the Cosori community, and if you'd like to see more recipe videos like this in the future, hit the bell icon. So I have all of my ingredients prepped out and ready to go. So the first thing that we're gonna do is make our crab cake batter. So I'm gonna whisk together some of the wet ingredients and some of the seasonings together before folding in the crab meat. So I have 1 large egg that I'm gonna crack. Perfect. And I have 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce and 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. That goes all in there. 2 cloves of garlic that I've minced. 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. 1½ teaspoons of Old Bay seasoning. 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. And 1/4 cup of mayo. And so I just dump all of that in and we're gonna whisk it until it's all nice and smooth. And you kind of want to do this step before adding the crab meat and the panko, because the whole thing is to keep the crab meat together and whole. You don't want it to get too shredded up or too over mixed when you're forming the crab cakes, because I think the best part is to bite into like a whole fresh piece of crab in the crab cake. So you want to whisk it together until this is nice and smooth. Now I'm going to add the crab meat. So I have 1 pound of jumbo lump crab meat that I've just gently squeezed dry and drained and picked through for any shells, just because you never know if any shells could be in there. So I'm gonna add that in. And I also have 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs. So also add that in. And now we're just gonna gently mix this together until it's just combined. You don't wanna overwork it. Otherwise, like I said, you lose the nice chunks of crab meat. And I love this combination of seasonings and spices for the crab meat. It's not too overpowering where it's gonna take away from the crab meat. You're still gonna taste all of the crab meat and let it shine through in these crab cakes. And now what we're gonna do is form it into 6 evenly sized patties, and then we're gonna refrigerate it, which is gonna help it firm up really well before we air fry them. So now I'm just gonna divide them equally into 6 different portions. So I've got all of my crab cakes formed, and so now we're gonna refrigerate them for 30 minutes. And this just helps them stay together, stay intact when we're air frying them. They won't fall apart or anything like that. So I'm gonna pop them in the fridge for 30 minutes. So the crab cakes have chilled for 30 minutes. So the next step is to preheat the air fryer. So we're gonna preheat the air fryer to 380 degrees. Our air fryer is preheated, so now it's time to cook the crab cakes. So I'm just gonna pull the basket out. And I'm gonna spray the bottom with some cooking spray. Any neutral flavored oil spray will work just fine. So just a light spray so the crab cakes don't stick or anything. And I'm gonna pop them carefully onto the basket. Just like this. Perfect. Being careful because the basket is hot. Squeeze them in. And then I'm gonna give the top of the crab cakes another spray with the oil. Just like that. And that's just gonna help them get really nice golden and crispy on top. So now it's time to air fry these. So these cook at 380 degrees for 8 minutes. And in the meantime, while they're cooking, I'm gonna make the lemon aioli to save time. So pop them in. So while the crab cakes are cooking, we're gonna make the lemon aioli. And it's so easy to make and so delicious. We basically just add everything in a bowl, give it a stir, and it's ready. So I have a half cup of mayo. Just add it in. Perfect. 3 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice. It's really just gonna brighten it up and give it so much lemon flavor. I have half a teaspoon of lemon zest, which is gonna add even more lemon flavor. 1 garlic clove that I've minced. Perfect. I've got a half a tablespoon of chopped chives for some nice green color and herbs and freshness. And just some salt and pepper. Some kosher salt and black pepper. Perfect. And then we just give it a really nice stir. Get it all smooth and combined. And this is super awesome to make ahead. You can make it ahead and keep it in the refrigerator until you're ready to serve it with the crab cakes. Other sauces that are really common to make with crab cakes are tartar sauce or remoulade sauce. I love this lemon aioli because it really just brightens everything up. Awesome, so this looks great. I'm gonna pop it in the refrigerator until we're ready to serve it with the crab cakes. The crab cakes are done in the air fryer, so let's see how they look. It smells amazing in here. Oh yeah, they got perfectly golden and crispy on top, and they just look perfect. They stay intact. You can still see big pieces of crab in there. I'm so excited. So I'm just gonna transfer these to a plate that I have. And you wanna just, carefully pop them on here. These are also perfect to make as appetizers for a party. You just would make them smaller size, and they're awesome for a party. Perfect. It's amazing how golden and crispy they got, and we didn't even have to, pan fry them on the stovetop, which makes so much more of a mess. You get oil splattering everywhere. It gets your kitchen a little bit stinky, and these are just so easy to make and so delicious. And we're using less fat, using less oil because we're not, frying them with a bunch of oil. These are air fried, which is awesome. Perfect, and I have my lemon aioli here, so that's what I would serve it with. And I've got some, chopped parsley that I'll just sprinkle on top just for some extra green and color, which makes it look so pretty. I just love it. And I've got some lemon slices, so people can help themselves. If they want to squeeze a crab cake with a lemon wedge or a lemon slice, they can help themselves. Awesome. I just love the colors in this dish. It looks so fun. Anytime you would make this, everyone would be so impressed. I'm so excited to try these. Now it's time to finally taste these crab cakes. I'm so excited, they smell delicious. So I'm just gonna take one on my plate, take a little bite. Oh, they look so good. And I'm gonna put a little bit of the lemon aioli on top so I can taste that as well for the perfect bite. So good. Those are so good. Oh my gosh, they're crispy and golden on the outside and they're full of delicious crab meat on the inside. And all of the seasonings and bindings just really lets the crab meat shine through. And they're so delicious. And the lemon aioli just really brightens everything up. They're so delicious. I hope you guys all get to try these. And so I wanna know, what's your favorite thing to make with crab? Leave a comment below and let us know. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video.